that Donald Trump will not be at the GOP debate and will instead be skipping it for an interview with Tucker Carlson. Okay, so obviously this is a bit of a controversial decision, I will say. And I will say selfishly, obviously, I, not just as a Trump supporter, but just as a conservative in general who just wants to see it, right? I would like for Donald Trump to debate. Obviously, I think we all would. There's not a single person on this planet who doesn't want to see Trump debate. But I'll point out at the same time, kind of to give my thoughts on it, is that at the same time, I don't really think Donald Trump has much of a reason to debate, right? I'm not saying principally he shouldn't debate, because I think he should, but when you're up in the polls 30 or something points, really, I think the way he sees it and the way I see it is he doesn't have, what does he have to gain from debating? Are his poll numbers going to go up? Very likely not, because all of the hardcore Trump supporters do plan to vote Trump. And the people who don't like Trump would probably just call him a bully or all the different names if he debates anyway. But I think on the flip side, right, Donald Trump has everything to lose by debating. Not that I think he will. I know everyone is saying he's scared of DeSantis. I don't really think he's scared of DeSantis, okay? When you look at DeSantis on the campaign trail and you're kind of reminded of the fact he's not exactly the best charismatic kind of figure out there, I don't think it's a matter of Donald Trump being scared of DeSantis. I think Donald Trump could very easily handle DeSantis in a debate and all of those characters, Chris Christie, whoever it is. But when you really think about it, right, him not being at the debate, that actually, first of all, kind of levels it out, because not a lot of people, frankly, are going to be watching the debate. So he won't give a platform to the other candidates. Whereas hypothetically, right, the reason I say he only has something to lose by debating is not saying it will happen, but hypothetically, some other candidate can take a shot at him or do this or that. And, you know, like I said, in the end, in the grand scheme of things, the other candidates have everything to gain by Trump being at the debate because they're there and they can take shots at him. Whereas Donald Trump has basically reached what's close to his ceiling at this point in the polls. It is so high. It's like 50 to 60%. You know, my take overall is, like I said, I'd like to see Trump debate. I'm not super mad about him not debating. And it is what it is. Obviously, I'm attending. You know, I selfishly would like to see him in that debate. Obviously, it will generate more views on this channel and everything when we're covering the debate if Donald Trump is there. But, you know, realistically, at the same time, I understand why he won't do it. I think he should. I think he should at some point at least do one GOP debate. But, you know, really, frankly, what can you say? Other than until another candidate actually starts competing with Trump in this race and crosses, I don't know, 20%, you know, how can you really say, where's Trump debating? You know, Trump can make the argument, well, I'm already going to be the nominee. I'm way out ahead. I'm basically a de facto incumbent. This party shouldn't be focused on the debate. It should be focused on defeating Biden, which, like I said, until DeSantis, whoever it is, makes it somewhat competitive in the polls, I think that's kind of a valid argument in some ways. The other angle you could take, and I think partially what else is also going on here, is the argument over Fox News, okay? Which, because we are going to be attending their debate this Wednesday, I'm gonna not counter signal too much, okay? Because I don't want my credentials revoked and we can't even get content and we're stuck in Milwaukee, right? But no, in all seriousness, you know, obviously, Fox News, you know what we already will say about that, okay? Not only have they been kind of dishonest and disingenuous to Trump, forget that entire debacle. I think the biggest thing is Tucker Carlson, right? We all stand with Tucker. We understand this. We all believe it was an unjust firing. So, you know, should Trump, is it better overall for the movement if Trump gives Fox News the platform or if he gives Tucker Carlson the platform? Well, I think if you support the base, if you're kind of on board with the whole Fox News boycott thing and you think they're basically pawns of the establishment at this point, if they're controlled opposition, if they've fallen, then there's an argument to be made that overall in the grand scheme of things, though you would all like to see Trump debate and so would I, you know, the fact that he is giving Tucker Carlson the platform instead, maybe there's something beneficial overall about that. Maybe in the end that is a good look. Maybe in the end that is a good thing. And of course, all the non-Trumpers in chat will inevitably say, Vince, you're basically just playing team politics at this point. If it weren't Trump, if it were someone else who was refusing the debate with the same arguments Trump was making, or if you didn't support Trump, then you'd call him a coward for debating. To which I say, you're not entirely wrong to that. Yes, there is a degree to which I'm being partisan about this. I'm playing team politics. Welcome to politics, right? It is indeed a team sport. My point, and I know people are going to come to me saying this, but my point overall is that while I would like to see my candidate that I support debate, I obviously would, it's not a totally discrediting thing to me that he doesn't debate. I don't think it's the biggest deal, right? Now, with that said, it's really, in the grand scheme of things, going to be a big blow to Fox News, because I guarantee you the fact that, the ratings might be decent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying no one's going to watch it, but I think you're going to see a big ratings hit overall from Fox because Donald Trump is not debating. Donald Trump is going to tank Fox News. And like I said, when you understand what they've done to Tucker, when we all kind of agree, I think most of us do, that all of us conservatives are at the very least not super friendly and oftentimes hostile to Fox News these days because we know everything that they've done, then maybe, like I said, in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst thing to ever happen in the world that Trump is not going to show up. No one's going to watch this debate. Frankly, it's probably going to be rather boring, to tell you the truth. And, overall, he's hurting Fox News by doing so. Okay. So, there's sort of my thoughts on it. You can disagree, obviously. It is what it is. Okay, I understand the arguments to be made that Trump should attend the debate. But at the same time, he is something of an anti-establishment guy. At least that's what we believe him to be. That's what his supporters believe him to be. So maybe there's something to be said about saying, I'm not going to show up to Fox. I'm going to show up to Tucker Carlson instead. I'm not going to give crooked Fox and the crooked RNC a platform. I am instead going to go do my own thing, and they need me. I don't need them. So there, you could look at it both ways. You guys can let me know what you think. Obviously, it's sort of a nuanced conversation. But there's my thoughts on Trump not debating.